old days?
So in the old days, we actually used to do things differently. So when patients came into the hospital, like let's say 4 guys with cystic fibrosis happened to need to be in the hospital at the same time, they would share the same room. It'd be like a 4-bed room, and they'd hang out. It was like this giant slumber party. And over time, we sort of figured, that's probably not a good idea, because what if one of them has a worse germ than the other 3 guys? What we're worried about is they're all coughing on each other, and by 3 months later, it turns out they all have worse germs. So that's part of our worry. And then we used to have something called cystic fibrosis camp. It was like summer camp for kids with cystic fibrosis. They go up to the woods, they have a great time, they learn about cystic fibrosis, but mostly they're having fun. They're going canoeing, they're going, barbecue, bonfire, and all that stuff. So guess what happens when you put a bunch of teenagers in the same place at camp, boys and girls? They start making out. So what we realized, this is like in the 80s, that it turned out that germs were being passed from snogging, smooching, making out, whatever you want to call it. So they actually, unfortunately, it's sort of sad because those camps were really a lot of fun for people. And so, but they had to end the camps because it turned out people were getting sick at the camps.
Because they were getting different infections, like.
Yeah, so like let's say boy number 1 has one infection, and boy and girl number 2 or whoever number 2 has a different infection. The fact that they're hanging out together, and especially if they're smooching behind the bushes and stuff, they're basically trading germs. Yeah. So then 3 months later, when they looked at what germs this person and this person were carrying, it turned out they had each other's germs. Like you could track it. You can actually figure out, is this the germ that that other person had? And they go, wow, how come these people all of a sudden got new germs? And then people started realizing, they go, oh, they went to camp. So, no more camp. Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, but no camp. All right? What else do you want to talk about?